Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today I'm going to show you the bowed triplet, also known as the treble, the birl and the shiver. This is a very common but quite difficult ornament to do. It's common in Ireland where it's called the treble, and in Scotland where it's called the birl, and it's also called the bowed triplet, and very annoyingly in Cape Breton it's called the cut, which is a name for a completely different ornament which is also found in Ireland. And you'll find it in French Canadian music as well, and I'm not sure what they call it, but if anyone knows please tell me. So I'm going to show you various approaches to this, and I'll try and explain why it's so difficult. First thing to say is that this note should be played at the tip of the bow wherever possible. So not down there, not in the middle, but close to the tip. For some reason this note is best thought of attached to the note that comes before, and the note that comes before is usually an up bow. So I think of it as part of the same movement. And what's happening is that your hand is held very loose, so you're not gripping the bow at all. The hand is very relaxed, but at the moment that you want to do the birl or the treble, then you tense the muscle in your arm just there. Now this is going to take you quite a while to master, so don't expect to get it straight away, but to start with, you can do it without that tension if you're doing it slow. But as you gradually get faster, then you will find that you have to do that little squeeze of the muscle. Here's a little exercise done quite slow, just going up a scale. Now it's called the bowed triplet, but in fact it's not a triplet at all. If you look at the way I've written the notes, it's two very short and then a long, so it's nothing like that. Although it is sometimes written like that. If it's written as an actual three notes, they'll usually be written as three equal notes, but they're not. So it's da 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 da. On the Scottish pipes, this ornament, it can only really be played on the lower note of a phrase, so you'll often get something like . So you've got a moving melody on the top, and the drone note on the bottom is where the birl is being done. And a couple of tunes where this is well featured are The Devil in the Kitchen, and the one I played at the beginning and I'm going to play again in a minute, Jenny Dang the Weaver. There are several good videos explaining how to do this. Kevin Burke gives the Irish way of looking at it, and he likes always to do a slur on an up bow. So the slur comes before, in the whatever is coming before the treble, that is where you put the slur. Another good video that I've seen is Bruce McGregor's, where he plays Jenny Dang the Weaver, and he does a really neat and sharp and tight little birl. And I do envy people who can do these really well, because I have to admit, although I can do them, I can't do them well. So let's do Jenny Dangly Weaver, and we'll do it slowly first. Now this one, it doesn't have a slur just before it. So what you have is a down, up, then the treble. And in this situation, what I tend to do is to squeeze the second note almost out of existence and kind of include it into the treble. So I'm emphasizing the down like that. I've never heard anyone else describe doing it exactly like this, but I'd like to know what other people think about when you are doing a down and an up and then following it with the birl, whether you do the same thing, or whether you would always try and slur two notes up before you start it. But anyway, let's go through this tune slowly. And I do find, strangely enough, that this is one ornament that is a lot easier when you're playing fast than it is when you're playing slow or medium. If you're playing slow and you try and do the proper birl, then the actual ornament will come out a lot faster than everything else. And if it doesn't, then it's going to sound wrong. So that's one of the reasons why this is so hard, because the tempo of the tune really has to match the tempo of the ornament. Finally, you can do the treble, as it's known in Ireland, on jigs, and this is something I like to do, and I'm not sure whether it's really allowed or how many other people actually do this. But a rhythm like this, you can change into, and from there you can do. I suspect that is more appropriate in a Scottish jig than an Irish jig, but again, I'd like to hear your opinions about that. If you found this useful and would like a copy of the sheet music for this, then do subscribe and send me an email, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.